There's something about money that almost nobody talks about, not because it's complicated, but because it exposes the truth about why so many people stay stuck. And before you go another year repeating the same financial patterns, I want to pull you into that truth quietly, directly, almost like letting you in on a secret you were never meant to hear this early. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, working hard, saving what you can, trying to be responsible, yet somehow life keeps pulling you back into the same financial stress? Like every step forward comes with two unexpected bills waiting to drag you back. I know that feeling. I lived in it longer than I care to admit. I kept thinking I just needed a raise, or a better job, or a lucky break. But the real problem wasn't my income, it was the invisible rules I didn't know I was following. See, most people spend their lives fighting money instead of understanding it. They mistake effort for strategy. They confuse motion with progress. And by the time they realize the game is nothing like what they were taught, years have slipped away and regret is right there waiting to collect what is sold. Here's the good news. You're hearing this now before life forces the lesson on you the hard way. Because what I'm about to share, the 12 brutal truths about money that most people learn too late, is the difference between hoping your future it's better and finally knowing how to build one that actually will. And once you understand these truths, you won't just change how you manage money, you'll change how you think, how you choose, and how you protect your peace. Stay with me. This is where everything opens up. Before we get into the first brutal truth, I need you to understand something most people never question. Money is not built on fairness, it's built on behavior. And once you see this, you'll understand why some people climb effortlessly while others stay stuck no matter how hard they push. Think about your life for a second. How many times have you heard phrases like, just work hard, save when you can, don't be greedy, be grateful for what you have? Sounds noble, right? But here's the twist nobody warned you about. Those phrases were designed to keep you emotionally obedient, not financially free. Because the truth is this: hard work alone doesn't create wealth. Discipline alone doesn't create wealth. Good intentions definitely don't create wealth. Clarity does. Strategy does. Understanding the game does. Most people never escape financial stress because they're given emotional advice instead of structural knowledge. They're taught to feel guilty for wanting more, ashamed of their mistakes, and overwhelmed by anything that looks too complicated. So they stay small, they stay quiet, they stay stuck. But here's the first brutal truth you need to sit with. Money rewards the people who treat it like a system and punishes the people who treat it like a feeling. Every impulse purchase, every "I'll worry about it later," every financial decision made from stress, fear, guilt, or pressure wasn't a mistake. It was conditioning. And once you see the conditioning, you can break it. Imagine your life 10 years from now. Which version do you want? The version of you who's still reacting to bills, stress, and crises, or the version who operates from clarity, making decisions with calm logic instead of panic? Because the gap between those two futures isn't luck. It's not talent. It's not opportunity. It's awareness. And you're gaining it right now. Now that you understand money is a system, not an emotion, it's time to uncover the second brutal truth. And this one stings a little because it forces you to notice a pattern that's been right in front of you your entire life. Wealthy people don't think in terms of income. They think in terms of leverage. Most people wake up every day asking one silent question: how can I earn more money? But wealthy people wake up asking a different one: how can I make money without trading more of my life for it? That shift sounds simple, but it changes everything. Because the world trained you to believe your value is tied to your hours, your job title, your effort, your grind. You were taught to measure your worth based on how exhausted you are at the end of the day. And society praise you for it. Look how hard you work. Look how educated you are. But here's the truth nobody says out loud. If your income depends on your effort, you're always one bad week away from falling behind. Rich people figured that out early. They stopped relying on willpower and started relying on structure. They built habits that make money flow even when they're not actively chasing it. Not because they're special, not because they're gifted, but because they understood the game sooner. When most people get extra money, they ask, "What can I buy?" When wealthy people get extra money, they ask, "What can this money earn for me?" Most people plan for the next paycheck. Wealthy people plan for the next decade. Most people chase comfort today. Wealthy people chase freedom tomorrow. And here's the part that's both painful and liberating. You don't get wealthy by working hard. You get wealthy by thinking differently. Here's where things get uncomfortably real, because the third brutal truth isn't about income, intelligence, or opportunity. It's about something deeper, something that quietly drains the future of millions of people who should be doing far better than they are. Most people stay broke because they build their lifestyle before they build their foundation. Let that sink in. The moment most people start turning more, something psychological happens. They upgrade their comfort before upgrading their structure. Their expenses rise faster than their wisdom. Their habits inflate faster than their discipline. New money feels like freedom until it becomes a trap. You've probably seen it around you. Someone gets a raise and immediately gets a nicer car, or they start making a little extra and suddenly every weekend becomes a spending event, or they jump into a bigger apartment because they deserve it. But here's the silent truth. Wealthy people understand any lifestyle you build too early becomes a cage you can't escape. People don't stay broke because life isn't fair. People stay broke because the moment they get a taste of progress, they sabotage it with their own excitement. It's emotional spending, emotional rewarding, emotional escapement. And remember what we said earlier? Money punishes emotion. Here's the part that flips everything. You don't get rich by adding more money to your life. You get rich by removing the chaos that steals your money. Rich people build systems first, safety nets, buffers, investments, habits. Then, only when their foundation is stable, the lifestyle upgrades come. And even then, they're intentional, slow, strategic. Before we close, there's one more brutal truth, the one that ties everything together. If you don't control your environment will control your money. You can read all the books, watch all the videos, build all the discipline in the world. But if the people around you are financially chaotic, emotionally impulsive, or constantly broke-minded, that energy will leak into your life like water through a cracked wall. Look around your world. Who influences the way you spend? Who normalizes debt like it's a personality trait? Who judges you for being too serious about your goals? Who convinces you to buy things you don't need just to fit in? Most people never question this, and it's exactly why they never grow. Not because they don't want to rise, but because their environment keeps pulling them back. The moment you become aware of this, you stop drifting. You stop absorbing everyone else's fears. You stop inheriting other people's limitations. You start choosing, and that's the beginning of wealth. Imagine your life 5 years from now, a life where every dollar has a home, a purpose, a job where your future is built on clarity instead of survival. Where your decisions are intentional, your money has direction, and your life finally feels like it's in your control. This is exactly why you need to see the bigger picture, because understanding these truths about money is just the start. To see how the world is shifting, how opportunity is changing, and why the next generation may never experience the American dream the way we thought we would. Click on the next video. Is the American dream dead? And discover what you need to know to protect your wealth, your future, and your family. If you found this valuable, don't just watch act. Like this video, subscribe to Wisdom Recorder, and turn on notifications. Because every day you wait is a day your financial life continues on autopilot. Take control now. Your future self will thank you.